Shang Chen, however, paid him no mind, cutting him off sharply. Clan head Wang, you're an esteemed master of cultivation. Do you truly believe that someone not yet at the mid-stage of the aperture-opening realm could catch young master Wang Tao's full-powered sword strike with just 2 fingers? Even if your intention is for Wang Tao to take Zhang Xuan as his master, you can't inflate his reputation to such an extent. There must be a limit to all things. Exaggeration beyond measure is never good. Just as Shang Chen was about to launch into a lengthy lecture, the doorman approached once more. Elder Shang, someone is outside asking to see teacher Zhang Xuan. They've tracked him here. Looking for Zhang Xuan again? Shang Chen's brows furrowed. Why is everyone seeking him out today? Who is it this time? It's the young Lord Bai. Jun, son of the Prince of Zhenan, the doorman announced. Holy hell! Shang Chen exploded upon hearing this. Does young Lord Bai need my permission? Don't just stand there, escort him in at once. Elder Mo, standing to the side, was thoroughly bewildered by this development. One was a struggling, seemingly insignificant teacher, the other a peerless genius, the highly sought-after son of an influential court minister. How could these two possibly have any connection whatsoever? Meanwhile, Shen Biru found her curiosity about Zhang Xuan growing even more intense. He knows young Lord Bai Shun as well. The disparity in their statuses was simply too vast. While they were lost in thought, Bai Shun had already strode into the main hall. The moment he entered, he greeted Zhang Xuan with conspicuous warmth. Teacher Zhang, I knew I'd find you here. Zhang Xuan, however, merely regarded him with a calm, almost indifferent expression. What brings you here? I'm only here to make my official report. I must leave immediately afterward. I can't stay long in the royal city. So, of course, I need to hurry and learn from you, master, and strive to pass the assessment. Witnessing this exchange, everyone present stared, utterly dumbfounded. How could young Lord Bai Shun be on such familiar terms with him? And shouldn't he be addressing him as teacher? Why master? At this moment, however, Shang Chen's heart was a raging inferno of envy, jealousy, and resentment. He roared at Zhang Xuan, his voice laced with fury. Zhang Xuan, how dare you speak to the young lord in such a manner? Why haven't you paid your respects immediately? As a teacher, you don't even possess a shred of etiquette. Utterly unruly. You're a disgrace, an absolute embarrassment. Then, plastering an obsequious smile on his face, he turned to Bai Shun. Young Lord Bai, please don't be angry. This Zhang Xuan is not only weak, but also hopelessly inept and utterly lacking in common courtesy. But before he could finish his sycophantic drivel, Bai Shun cut him off with a furious roar. Who the hell do you think you are? Piss off! Master Zhang Xuan, by generational standing, is my grandfather. Are you fucking courting death speaking of him that way? What kind of low-grade trash are you? As these words rang out, everyone present gasped in unison, their shock palpable. The sole son of the dignified Prince of Zhenan, the esteemed young Lord Bai, had actually called Zhang Xuan grandfather. Damn it all, just like that! Grandfather! At this, the entire Zuexin Tower erupted into an uproar. Young Lord Bai's father, the Prince of Zhenan, is considered an equal, a peer to His Majesty King Shen. For you to claim he's your grandfather by generational standing, doesn't that imply he's a generation above His Majesty Shen? Cao Xiong was petrified on the spot. What in the world is going on? Even Elder Mo, usually the epitome of composure, was rendered speechless, his jaw slack with astonishment. What is this Zhang Xuan's background? How on earth did he become young Lord Bai's grandfather? Just then Bai Shun spoke again, his voice ringing clear. Grandfather Zhang is a peerless master of calligraphy and painting. And his strength, it's so formidable that even 3 of me wouldn't be his match. And you actually dared to call him impudent and weak? Are you fucking tired of living? Seeing the situation, Shang Chen frantically waved his hands. I wouldn't dare! I wouldn't dare! Best that you don't. Let me tell you the truth. I was trying to save you, Bai Shun retorted. If my grandfather Zhang had decided to act, he wouldn't have been able to control his strength, and you'd undoubtedly be long dead by now. These words struck Shang Chen dumb. Save me? Can't control his strength? Zhang Xuan's strength surpasses even Elder Shang Chen's? How is this possible? Sensing the collective shock rippling through the crowd, Zhang Xuan gave a light, helpless cough. All I wanted was to keep a low profile, hide my true strength, and perhaps subtly impress everyone when the time was right. And now look. You've gone and ruined the whole thing. Witnessing this, Wang Hong hesitated no longer and quickly hurried over to Zhang Xuan's side. Teacher Zhang, I've thought it through very clearly now. Yes. Please, I implore you to accept Wang Tao as your student. Bai Shun, however, looked distinctly displeased at this. Bai Shun, however, was clearly displeased. And who are you? I'm also waiting to become his disciple. Thinking of competing with me? How about a little contest, then? Faced with this arrogant young lord, Wang Hong knew he couldn't afford to provoke him. At this moment, Zhang Xuan interrupted them. All right, Wang Tao can attend my lectures as an auditor starting tomorrow. If his performance is satisfactory, I will consider accepting him as a student. These words struck Shang Chen standing nearby with the force of 10,000 critical hits. Damn it all, an auditor. Seeing that the immediate matter was seemingly resolved, Bai Shun scurried over to Zhang Xuan, his face a mask of fawning eagerness. Master, Zhang, is there anything else that needs your attention? If so, I can handle it for you, so we can quickly get to my calligraphy and painting lessons. There are still a few things, Zhang Xuan replied curtly, then turned to face Shang Chen. Elder, Shang, now that the Heart Inquisition is concluded, isn't it time to honor our wager? Before Shang Chen could utter a word, Cao Xiong interjected, Zhang Xuan, don't get too smug. As he spoke, a twisted grin spread across his face. I may have lost the Heart Inquisition, but at most, I'll endure 100 strikes from the god-slaying cudgel. As for revoking my teaching qualifications, I'm afraid you lack the ability to do so. I have no black marks on my teaching record, and I've passed all the faculty assessments. To think you can strip me of my teaching qualifications based on a mere bet. Not even the Teachers Guild possesses that kind of authority. Hearing Cao Xiong's defiant words, Zhang Xuan turned his gaze to Elder Mo. Is this true? Indeed it is, Elder Mo confirmed. Teaching qualifications are reviewed and issued by the Teachers Guild. Without a significant demerit, it is generally very difficult to have them revoked. At this, Zhang Xuan felt a wave of frustration. Why the hell didn't you mention this when we made the bet? Elder Mo offered an embarrassed chuckle. I assumed you would lose. Then his tone shifted. However, if you're truly set on enforcing the terms of the wager, it's not entirely impossible. Unless a master teacher or an apprentice of a master teacher personally confirms that he is unfit to be a teacher, and then reports it to the Teachers Guild. A master teacher? An apprentice of a master teacher? Upon hearing this, Zhang Xuan felt completely out of options. Both master teachers and their apprentices were lofty, almost mythical figures. Where on earth would I even know such a person? And even if I did, it's highly unlikely they'd bother themselves with such a trivial wager. Just then, the doorman approached and knocked for the third time. Elder Mo, a young lady calling herself Huang Yu, says she's looking for teacher Zhang Xuan. Hearing this, Bai Shun's eyes lit up. Little Yu is here too? Elder Mo, it seemed, recognized the name Huang Yu. He spoke with a hint of urgency. Quickly, quickly, invite her in. Before long, Huang Yu entered the hall. Seeing her, Elder Mo hurried forward to greet her. Greetings, young miss. Elder Mo, good day. Huang Yu didn't pause in her stride. After a brief acknowledgement, She walked directly to Zhang Xuan and bowed. "Greetings, Teacher Zhang." Witnessing this scene, Shang Chen felt his entire world crumbling. Could she be the daughter of guild leader Huang of the Teachers Guild? Baishun sidled up to Zhang Xuan and whispered a reminder, "Grandfather Zhang. Little Yu is the master teacher's apprentice Elder Mo just mentioned." The moment these words were spoken, Shang Chen practically burst into tears. Zhang Xuan were, "You sent by the heavens specifically to torment me? I say you're incapable of teaching, and the Wang clan head immediately sends his son over. I say your strength is lacking, and young Lord Bai personally rushes here to prove your formidable power. I say only an assistant teacher can get Kaohsiung dismissed, and lo and behold, an assistant teacher shows up. Are you the damn screenwriter of this play?" At this point, Cao Xiong and Shang Bin were also completely dumbfounded. Why does this Fei Wu, good-for-nothing, know so many influential people? And they all treat him with such respect. What are we supposed to do now? Learning that Huang Yu was actually a master teacher's assistant, Zhang Xuan, too, was pleasantly surprised. A smile then spread across his face. "Since you're an assistant, teacher, that's perfect timing. To revoke a teacher's qualifications, it absolutely requires a master teacher or a master teacher's assistant." Just when Zhang Xuan was at a loss for what to do, Huang Yu, a master teacher's assistant, had coincidentally come looking for him. This was truly a case of someone offering a pillow just as he was feeling sleepy. He immediately informed Huang Yu, "This, Teacher Kaohsiung lost a heart inquisition wager with me," and refuses to honor the terms of the wager. Upon hearing this, Huang Yu immediately glared at Cao Xiong, her eyes filled with anger. If such a person is allowed to remain among the teaching staff, he will sooner or later become a black sheep, a detriment to us all. In my opinion, he is not qualified to be a teacher. You should proceed with the dismissal procedures at once." At these words, Cao Xiong slumped to the ground, utterly defeated. Possessing a teacher's status commanded respect wherever one went. Once dismissed, it meant a permanent black mark on his record, an indication of flawed character. No matter where he went, it was unlikely anyone would dare to employ him. "All the effort, all the painstaking work I put into obtaining this teaching qualification," he lamented internally. "To think it would be stripped away just like this, and all because I provoked a good-for-nothing who scored 0 on the faculty assessment?" At this thought, Cao Xiong bit down hard, his teeth grinding with resentment. Suddenly, he sprang up, pointing an accusatory finger at Zhang Xuan. "Zhang Xuan, don't think you've won. You scored 0 on your faculty assessment. And you have a student who suffered a cultivation deviation under your tutelage. As soon as this is reported to the Teachers Guild, you'll have your teaching qualifications revoked as well. I don't care. At least you'll be kicked out first." Never expecting Zhang Xuan to be so utterly shameless, Kaohsiung was so infuriated he nearly fainted on the spot. Teacher Cao, Shang Bin, seeing his teammate utterly defeated, knew he had to step in. "Zhang Xuan, don't get complacent. You've managed to get Teacher Cao dismissed now, but your own position won't be secure for much longer." At this juncture, Shang Chen also stepped forward. Teacher Zhang Xuan's own character is indeed highly questionable. He did in fact cause a student to suffer a cultivation deviation. Furthermore, he scored 0 on the last faculty assessment. I hope the Guild will handle this impartially and remove this cancerous tumor from our academy. Hearing this, neither Huang Yu nor Elder Mo could readily speak in Zhang Xuan's defense. If what they claimed was true, the Teachers Guild would indeed have to conduct a thorough reevaluation. Seeing the tide turn, Zhang Xuan silently gritted his teeth. Underestimated these people. They're also adept at using the rules to their advantage. As long as the academy doesn't scrutinize things too closely, I can teach without issue. But if they do investigate and report it to the Teachers Guild, I'll face the very real danger of having my teaching qualifications revoked. If I'm truly dismissed, I'll likely be no better off than Zhao Xiong. Thinking this, Zhang Xuan decided he would no longer hide his strength and reveal his true capabilities. Just as he was about to speak, a voice came from beside him. "Teacher Zhang!" Turning, he saw Shen Biru, an expression of complete understanding on her face. "I think I understand everything now. You don't need to explain yourself any further. Elder Shang, you claim Teacher Zhang scored 0 on the faculty assessment. Well, Elder Mo and I previously discussed numerous questions from the faculty assessment with Teacher Zhang. He was able to answer every single one clearly. His breadth of knowledge is truly admirable. How do you explain that?" At this point, Biru also chimed in, "That's right. Teacher Zhang's profound knowledge was proven yesterday at Grandmaster Lu's residence. And his strength, too. Yesterday, he demonstrated a force of 49 ding, which is already comparable to the peak of the aperture opening realm. Then that makes it even stranger," Shen Biru continued. "Such a simple faculty assessment. How could Teacher Zhang, with his capabilities, possibly score 0? Following Shen Biru's pointed analysis, Wang Hong seemed to grasp something. The faculty assessment results at Hongtian Academy are announced by the Dean's office. No one else knows the actual scores. Therefore, the conclusion that Teacher Zhang is only at the true Qi realm was given by the Dean's office, and not the actual situation. Which means the Dean's office announced false results. Nani? Listening to their chain of divine deductions, Shang Chen was now utterly and completely dumbfounded. Even Elder Mo, standing to the side, had a look of sudden realization. No wonder Teacher Zhang was always reluctant to speak about it. We are all colleagues here. If he had revealed the truth, it would undoubtedly strain relationships and, more importantly, damage the Academy's reputation. For this, he was willing to bear the infamy of being called a good-for-nothing all by himself. Such magnanimity, such generosity of spirit. At this moment, the three of them began to automatically construct a towering, heroic image of Zhang Xuan in their minds. And Shang Chen, in this instant, had effectively become a villain in their eyes. He looked at him with an expression of utter bewilderment. What in the blazes is going on here? Equally baffled was Zhang Xuan. Actually, what I meant to say just now was that the Dean's office assessment wasn't accurate. How did the narrative suddenly twist like this? How? By the time Shang Chen regained his composure, he immediately retorted, "Esteemed Dean?" By the time Shang Chen regained his composure, he immediately retorted, "The Dean's office of the Tang Hall? If you're accusing me of framing him, you need a reason. The dignified Dean's office. If you're accusing me of framing him, you need a reason. I am the esteemed director of the Dean's office, an elder of the Academy. Why would I frame a mere junior teacher?" "Is there even a need to ask?" Biru interjected. "Your grandson, Shang Bin, wants to become the star teacher among the younger generation of the Academy. And Teacher Zhang, at such a young age, possesses such cultivation and ability. He would undoubtedly stand out and far surpass him. To prevent this from happening, you deliberately suppressed him. I've witnessed everything from beginning to end today. During the Heart Inquisition, you pressured him relentlessly. Shang Chen, you truly have your methods. To think we've known each other for so many years, I, Mo Xiang, must have been truly blind. I can also testify that Elder Shang Chen deliberately suppressed Teacher Zhang today. I saw it with my own eyes. If it was this obvious even with us present, who knows what underhanded tactics he employed behind the scenes? Truly you can. Know a person's face, but not their heart. For the dignified director of the Dean's office to stoop to such levels for his grandson. Hearing their well-reasoned analysis, Shang Chen was completely stupefied. I really didn't suppress him, okay? It was only today, after he made me lose face, that I decided to cause him trouble. Thinking this, he prepared to confront Zhang Xuan. Directly, but turning his head, he saw Zhang Xuan looking remorseful and conflicted. Damn it! What are you pretending to feel guilty about over there? Witnessing this scene? Shang Chen gritted his teeth in fury, yet he couldn't explain himself clearly. Finally, a mouthful of old blood surged up, and he coughed it out. He had followed in Cao Xiong's footsteps. The elder had intended to use Zhang Xuan's 0 score on the faculty assessment as grounds for dismissal. Who knew it would backfire so spectacularly, making everyone believe he was the one who had tampered with the results? Rage caused Elder Shang Chen to spurt blood on the spot. Humph, he still has the gall to cough up blood after doing something so shameful and disgraceful. If it were me, I would have bashed my head in and died long ago. Truly shameless and thick-skinned. How could such a person become the director? Of the dean's office? Witnessing this, Shang Bin began to question his entire existence. How did it come to this? And at this moment, after spewing blood, Shang Chen suddenly felt a great sense of relief, much more comfortable. It was like a chronic constipation finally being released. That feeling. As he savored the feeling, he suddenly realized a crucial point. Zhang Xuan! So you say my claim that you scored 0 on the faculty assessment was a deliberate suppression on my part? I can't explain that now. But what about that student who suffered a cultivation deviation? That student was in your class, wasn't he? Shang Chen pressed on, step by step, pointing at Zhang Xuan as he interrogated him. How do you explain that? Zhang Xuan hadn't expected the other party to still cling to this matter. This student who suffered a cultivation deviation was a pitfall, left behind by his predecessor. It seemed it was an unalterable fact. Seeing Zhang Xuan remain silent, Shang Chen pressed him again. What? You don't want to admit it? Then he looked towards the doorman. Go and fetch Zhao Yanfeng from teacher. Lu Shun's class! Hearing Shang Chen's words, Wang Hong and the other two couldn't help but feel a little puzzled. Isn't teacher Lu Shun the #1 star teacher at Hongtian Academy? He's the teacher in our academy with the best chance of becoming a master teacher's assistant. But why would he take on a student who suffered a cultivation deviation under another teacher? At this moment, Zhang Xuan was also searching through the information in his mind. According to his predecessor's memories, that student who suffered the cultivation deviation had never returned to his class since the incident. How did he end up in teacher Lu Shun's class? Shang Chen explained to the crowd. After Zhao Yanfeng suffered his cultivation deviation, his foundation was severely damaged, and he was originally going to withdraw from the academy. Teacher Lu Shun saw him and took him in as a student. After several months of guidance and recuperation, not only has the hidden danger been completely eliminated, but his strength has also reached the peak of the fighter realm. A fighter realm. Hearing this, Wang Hong couldn't help but feel a sense of admiration in his heart. To enable a student who once suffered a cultivation deviation to recover from his injuries so quickly, Wang Hong couldn't help but feel a surge of admiration in his heart. To enable a student who once suffered a cultivation deviation to recover from his injuries so quickly and even advance to the peak of the first major realm, this teacher, Lu Shun, truly lived up to his reputation. Before long, the doorman returned to Shuexin Tower with Zhao Yanfeng. Elder Shang. Upon entering, Zhao Yanfeng bowed respectfully to Shang Chen. Zhao Yanfeng, do you recognize this person? Following the direction of Shang Chen's finger, Zhao Yanfeng saw Zhang Xuan. His face immediately darkened. He is my former teacher, Zhang Xuan. I heard that he once taught you to the point of cultivation deviation. Is this true? Hearing Shang Chen's question, Zhao Yanfeng answered truthfully. It is indeed true. Fortunately, teacher Lu Shun saved me. Otherwise, I'm afraid I would have long since become a cripple. Assistant teacher Huang, Elder Mo. You heard the conversation just now, didn't you? The victim is right here now. If there's anything you don't believe, you can continue to question him. As a teacher, to cause a student to suffer a cultivation deviation, this alone is enough to warrant dismissal, isn't it? Faced with this ironclad fact, both Elder Mo and Huang Yu remained silent. Then, Shang Chen turned his gaze back to Zhang Xuan. Teacher Zhang, what do you have to say for yourself now? If you feel you've been wronged, you can offer a defense. However, it remains to be seen if this Zhao Yanfeng will agree with you. Zhang Xuan, however, maintained an air of indifference. Wronged? What is there to be wronged about? I did indeed teach him to the point of cultivation deviation. I knew you would try to argue. Huh? Shang Chen was halfway through his sentence when he suddenly realized something was amiss. You admit it? Of course I admit it. Why? Wouldn't I admit to something I've done? Good that you admit it. Assistant Teacher Huang, Elder Mo, you all heard him? As a teacher, he caused his student to suffer a cultivation deviation. Not only does he show no remorse, but he's also so brazenly unapologetic. Such a person is simply unfit to be a teacher. Just as Shang Chen was launching into an eloquent tirade, Zhang Xuan suddenly cut him off. All right, such a big deal, all this blabbering. At your advanced age, you still get so worked up. Aren't you afraid your heart won't be able to take it? And you'll drop dead right here? Hearing this, Shang Chen instantly flew into a rage. You're the one who gets worked up. Your whole family gets worked up. At this point, Zhang Xuan no longer paid him any mind and instead turned to Zhao Yanfeng. You're studying under Teacher Lu Xun now? You should have made considerable progress, right? Come, throw a few punches for me to see. Throw a few punches? Hearing this request, Zhao Yanfeng was momentarily stunned. Throw punches? Everyone here is concerned about the fact that you caused me to suffer a cultivation deviation, and I should throw punches? Everyone here is concerned about you causing me to suffer a cultivation deviation, and yet you're asking me to throw punches? What are you trying to do? Huang Yu couldn't help but remind him. Master Zhang, I think you should explain the details of the cultivation deviation. What if you weren't wrong in your teaching, and there was another reason? Who knew that Zhao Yanfeng would immediately refute this? I later specifically asked Teacher Lu Xun about it. He said Teacher Zhang's methods were simply wrong. Cultivating, according to them, would definitely lead to a cultivation deviation. Zhang Xuan, however, showed no intention of explaining and continued to look at the young man. Enough nonsense. First, demonstrate a set of fist techniques. Let me see if you've made any progress recently. Huang Yu truly didn't understand why. He was so insistent, but she still helped to persuade. Listen to Teacher Zhang. Just throw a punch first. Seeing Assistant Teacher Huang give the instruction, Zhao Yanfeng could only comply. He moved with fluid grace, each strike and stance flowing seamlessly. The wind from his fists howled, carrying considerable power. Shang Chen, witnessing this, snorted disdainfully in his heart. Lu Xun has already eliminated the hidden dangers from his cultivation deviation. What more could you possibly discern? Thinking this, he squinted his eyes at Zhang Xuan. What the hell? You ask someone to demonstrate a fist technique, yet you close your own eyes. What kind of trick is this? Soon, Zhao Yanfeng finished his demonstration and came to a stop. He looked at Zhang Xuan and asked, Is that all right? At this moment, Zhang Xuan's eyes snapped open. A confident smile played on his lips. Just how incompetent was Zhang Xuan's predecessor to actually teach his own student to the point of cultivation deviation? Faced with the elder's questioning,